Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.
Hello and welcome to the fabulous world of Dream Builders Realty, where we are fulfilling dreams and lifestyles. My name is Trish Adams and I'm the owner-operator, and I have a fabulous team here to help you with your real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, we're here to help you. If you need questions on down payment assistance, if you have credit that's not so great but you need some help with that, we're here. We are your go-to people. So please feel free to reach out and we can help you with any of those needs. And you can contact any of our fabulous agents at 336-770-2712.
Dream Builders! Great day, everyone. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connection. Welcome, everyone. Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly. We connect with different gospel artists, businesses, pastors, entrepreneurs, and great people that's making it happen in the community. And so if you would like, our issue is now out for Divine Connection. Again, it comes in print as well as online. So you can go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. And if you're interested in being in Divine Connections, you can go to divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com, and we can see how we can feature your business, your ministry, your book, and great things that's going on in Divine Connections Magazine. So the next Divine Connection news is our next event is going to be September 11th. If you are interested in our next event and would like to be a vendor, please make sure you stay connected. It is September the 11th. You can text me at 336-338-8903, and we give you details about that. Next, if you are interested in your business, your ministry, you have a book or you're a gospel artist and you need a 30-second commercial, please let us know. That is one of the services that we provide, and we would love to help get you a 30-second or 60-second commercial for your book, for your ministry, for your business, or your gospel group. Next, we're looking for sponsors. So just like we just showed a sponsor for one of our spots, we have just a couple of more spots. If you're interested in being a sponsor, it's a 30-second commercial that will play either before or after the interview, and it's a 3-month agreement. So we would love to get your information out there as well. So if you're interested, definitely send me an email at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. And the next news is Divine Connections, a Mother's Day is coming. So Divine Connection has created a campaign. Our goal is to honor 100 mothers. Is your mom the best mom ever? Is she your divine connection? Well, Divine Connection has a package just for her. So if you're interested, go to bit.ly/mom my divine connection. We'll need a picture and a paragraph of why she's your best mom ever. All right, we just want to take the time to honor the mothers. And then last but not least, we are also doing sponsors for the Mother's Day campaign. If you have a product for the mothers, or you can have a special gift, we would love for you to be a sponsor with Divine Connections, and we will put you in the directory as well, and we will ask you to send one of your gifts to one of the mothers on the list. And so we are so excited what's going on. So if you are interested in honoring your mom or being a sponsor for the Mother's Day campaign, please make sure you stay connected and get connected with me and let me know your interest. And for you to stay connected with Divine Connections, make sure you just go to Divine Connections Marketing on Facebook. For Instagram, go to Divine Connections, one word, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. All right, so next I'm going to introduce an intro to our special guest, Miss Dr. Donnett Watson. All right, so just hold tight and we'll be back shortly.
I'm Dr. Donnett Watson, the founder and president of the Black MasterMind Charitable Foundation, the 501c3 designed to educate, train, coach, mentor, and develop the Black entrepreneur community to start, stabilize, sustain, and scale financially solid business models. We believe that teaching our community entrepreneurial financial literacy is critical to the success and the sustainment of the Black entrepreneur. As a result of COVID, 1,100,000, over 1,100,000 businesses have permanently closed their doors. We want to be the educators, the trainers, the coaches, the mentors to help our Black entrepreneur community restart, restructure, relaunch their businesses. And we believe that we have the help necessary, the answers necessary for our community. We are partnering with organizations throughout the nation that already provide services to the Black community. We are the training arm of their organizations. We are excited to be able to apply for this grant to provide funding dollars to get the message out to that over 1,100,000 Black businesses that have closed as a result of COVID, that we can help them restart, relaunch, restructure, or begin again something new in business. We are excited and we are grateful for this opportunity, for the funding that will help us to reach more people, build more staff, train more trainers, and coach more coaches. So thank you guys so very much for this opportunity. And we look forward to hearing from you all very soon.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I would like to introduce
Dr.
you,
Donnett Watson, the founder and
Ms.
president
Donnett
of the Black MasterMind Charitable Foundation.
Watson.
Well, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great, Miss Dolores. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Great to have you. Welcome. So let's introduce the audience to you. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am Dr. Donnett Watson. I am the founder and the president of the Black MasterMind Group, and we have the National Black MasterMind Group, which is our parent organization that oversees the local Black MasterMind groups across the nation. I am here in Kansas City. That is where the hub of the organization functions, out of Kansas City. And we have affiliate groups in Houston, Hampton Roads, Virginia. We're launching Dallas. Let me get my eyes on the map. Atlanta. We have Chattanooga, Tennessee, ready to go. Cincinnati, Ohio, and DMV, Atlanta, Dallas. All of those areas will be open next year. And our ultimate goal is to be able to have a education, training, coaching, mentoring, and development group in every major city across the nation.
Awesome. So let's go into just detail about what exactly that entails. We know how I got started, you know, with the COVID and everything. So let's go into some details about, you know, what you're looking for, what you're supplying, your services, and we'll go from there.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we are entrepreneurial financial literacy education, and that's what we do. We educate, train, we provide coaching and mentoring, and as well, we're so excited to say this, funding initiatives for Black entrepreneurs. So we understand that 83% of the Black entrepreneur community have not and cannot access capital. It's been a long-standing issue in our community that Black entrepreneurs cannot receive funding or cannot access funding. And we've figured out there's some basic reasons why. It is the type of business model that we start, and it's how we run them. So what we're doing is closing the gap between what has been in the past and what it should be in the future for Black entrepreneurs by providing them with the education necessary to qualify for funding, the correct business structure, the training to develop a business entity that is fundable. And those are the things that we work toward, and putting the right people around the entrepreneur so that they make wise business decisions, and that once they are fundable, they know what to do with money. Oftentimes, a lot of the reasons we don't qualify for funding is what we do with the business revenues. And so we teach our entrepreneurs those things that have somehow eluded us in how we run our businesses. And the reason we are not fundable is these very simple things that we help address and train our entrepreneurs how to manage the process of getting funded.
Awesome, awesome. So how can somebody get connected, and what are some basic requirements I guess a person needs to have in order to connect with you? And what are the basic things once they come through connecting with you they will have?
Well, requirements, you must be Black. That's our number one requirement. And you must be an entrepreneur, or someone that desires to be an entrepreneur. And so we have 2 programs that we offer. And currently it is for new or new entrepreneurs, and then experienced entrepreneurs. And we try to create the right environment for them to get what they need in the learning pathway. So we don't have requirements to train them other than the fact that they're Black entrepreneurs. Now, our training program, the boot camp program, is what we're offering for anyone to get in a seat in a boot camp class. We use sponsorship dollars. So in the state of Kansas, we are partnering with an organization that provides $500 for every entrepreneur to get into our boot camp class. Now, classes are $650. So the entrepreneur must have some skin in the game. So they got to come to the table with something, and they have to make that commitment to pay the $150. When they come into the boot camp environment, they also get a membership in the Black MasterMind group. The Black MasterMind group is a mindset development, nurturing environment for Black entrepreneurs. Oftentimes we're out here in business on our own. We do not have a community of people that think like us, that understands how we think, and are on the same journey with us. So the Black MasterMind group is just what it is, a real mastermind group. And so those who come into the bootcamp environment gets a level 1 membership where they can access our monthly events. We spend a lot of time developing our mindset towards success, shifting paradigms, teaching concepts that really help to support the synergy between what we think, what we say, and what we believe in our heart. And when those things are out of alignment, success eludes us. And oftentimes we are not attractive to success. So when we use the principles of thinking and growing rich, we base everything we do on when we have the right frame of mind, when we're thinking the right way, it helps us to speak the right way. And our inward being receives what we release in the atmosphere from our mouth. So what we believe in our heart is a manifestation of what we think in our head and what we speak out of our mouth. And we must be in alignment in all 3 of those areas to attract success. Success is spiritual, money is spiritual, and believe it or not, people, business is spiritual. And what you put in is based on who you are in your core being. And the results you see is whether or not you're attracting money or detracting it, or whether you are attracting success or detracting success. And people don't think those things matter, but really, honestly, the whole journey of creating success does not depend upon how much hard work you do. It depends upon how you're in alignment with what you're calling, your gifting, and that kingship anointing that's on your life to do business. And we teach those principles so in our monthly meetings, so that success is not an arduous, difficult journey that we're on. Success begins to happen as we are more aligned towards success. So the mastermind groups is our way of nurturing entrepreneurs and helping them to develop the right mindset, putting them in a community of people who think like them on the same journey they're on. So they're not out there doing business by themselves. So we give membership to our community, and we offer membership, second level membership to those who join us, so that we can build healthier, stronger, successful entrepreneurs in all the communities around the nation. So that's the whole thrust of what we're doing now, is bringing this information before our community as a whole. You know, there were between 2.4 and 2.7 million entrepreneurs in the marketplace before COVID hit. And as a result of COVID, we lost 41, and that number is from 2020 statistics. I was a statistician for the Census Bureau, so I know that number's not correct. There is a higher number of our businesses that closed permanently as a result of the impact of Corona. But if we were to take the average figure of what it was before COVID, there were between 2.5 and 2.4 and 2.7 Black entrepreneurs. So if 41% of that number closed, that's over 1,100,000 Black businesses that have closed permanently as a result of COVID. And I really want to bring that number home, because when we hear the statistics, we don't know from which position they're being presented. And we must take the number down to its lowest denominator. That's how many Black businesses, the minimum number it was 1,100,000. We're in 2021. We know the impact has been greater for our Black business owners, because they were doing what is most detrimental to all businesses, and that's bootstrapping revenues. And bootstrapping is where you live and exist off of every dime that comes in the business. So the business is not able to sustain itself if it does not have a reserve set aside. And we teach our entrepreneurs how to know what that reserve percentage profit margin should be, and then what to do with profit through a technique called leveraging. Those are principles that everyone else operates their businesses with, but our community. And the reason is no one has taught it to us. This is common knowledge in other cultures, businesses, but for some reason, this information has not made it to the Black community. And from being in the seat of a previous lender for a period of time, I realized that we will never qualify for funding if no one is going to be able to teach us. So while I was a lender, I could not tell you why your application was disqualified. We can send you that copy letter that everybody gets to tell you to check with your credit file, and that's all they can do. So they can't tell you what you need to correct, can't tell you what you need to fix. They can't help you get the loan. But I'm not in the seat of a lender anymore. So I can help our people get the loans by telling them the things that just simple changes and restructuring of their business and ensuring their business is able to show a profit. Maintaining profit in the business helps them to be able to be fundable. And our desire is to make sure we grow healthier, stronger, wealth and legacy-based business models in the Black community. Why? Every ethnic group employs their people. 94% of Black entrepreneurs do not employ anyone. 94% of that 2.4, between 2.4 and 2.7, you know, them undocumented businesses out there that don't have the correct legal structure or paying taxes, you know them out there. So those, between those numbers, 94% of them didn't employ anyone. So unemployment is rampant in the Black community. And I'm apologizing now for those of you who get offended, but I wholeheartedly believe it's because of what we do in the Black entrepreneur community. See, we don't employ anyone. We don't think it's important. We think that all the money belongs to us and everybody else get your own. And so we build businesses for me and my four and no more. Well, every other ethnic group builds businesses so that they can impact their community, so that they can put their people to work, so that they can provide a better life for their people. And unfortunately, we have lost that sense of community and responsibility to our community, and we're bringing that back. Yes, you entrepreneur, you have a responsibility to advance the lives of the people in the community where your business exists. And so we start with making sure the entrepreneur is paying themselves a salary, making sure the entrepreneur has a staff and a team, and running the numbers so an entrepreneur can see the difference between them working in the business, an employee of the business, versus being a leader of your company that has a team. And running the numbers so the entrepreneur can see the financial advantage of having people in their organization. So everybody understands that principle, but the Black entrepreneurial community. So the Hispanic community hires Hispanics. The Asian community hires Asians. The Middle Eastern community hires Middle Easterners. The Jewish community, they only hire Jewish people. And the white community hires white people. But the Black community hires no one. And I really want that to kind of marinate with you all. The reason we have such unemployment in the Black community, which produces poverty in the Black community, which produces crime in the Black community, which also produces recidivism in jail, is because the Black entrepreneurial community hires absolutely no one. And we must address this issue. And our goal is to create business models that put Black people to work. Our ultimate goal is to increase our availability of opportunities for our people through entrepreneurship. So we're committed to this journey. We are greatly appreciative for every organization that is partnering with us and sponsoring Black entrepreneurs to get in the seat in the classroom. $500 puts an entrepreneur into our boot camp. $5,000 puts 10 entrepreneurs in our boot camp. And we are launching boot camps in Hampton Roads, Virginia, Houston, Texas, and in Kansas City in July. And we're wanting as many people as possible to get in a seat in a class. So we have a territory around Hampton Roads, Virginia, which is the northeastern part of the country. We have the South and the Midwest and the Southeast part of the country that is covered by Houston, Texas. We have the Midwest and the North Midwest part of the country covered by Kansas City. And unfortunately, guys, we're so sorry we cannot go to the West Coast yet. The time difference there is a huge factor, but our plans are to be on the West Coast by 2023. But right now, those 3 territories, we will be opening up opportunities for individuals to get into the class. You can, if your business can afford to pay the $650, you're welcome to come in. But our overall initiative is to make sure there are dollars for entrepreneurs whose businesses have closed as a result of COVID. to make sure those businesses that are struggling, that are having a difficult time making ends meet. I want to take this thing just a step further for any of you out there who are listening, that you have a successful business model and you can do $500 and put an entrepreneur in the class, or your business can sponsor 10 entrepreneurs. We need to talk with you. But on the screen right now is the interview process to get on our waiting list. We're going to make this mass push to get as many entrepreneurs in as many of the seats that we have available in July. And so please copy down this link, take a picture of it with your phone. Don't try to write it down. Come on, guys. Take a picture of it with your phone. Get on, schedule yourself for an interview so that we can get you in a seat for a class. And especially if you are one of those entrepreneurs, those minimum of 1,100,000 people who are trying to figure out, what am I going to do? I've had to close some businesses, so I understand the impact of having to shut your dream down, the financial devastation it creates when you have to close your business. And especially if you were the breadwinner, your business supported your family. Now what? Well, we want to help you figure that out. We want you to get into the class, get the instructions, get the tools and the resources to create a different type of business entity with the right principles, managing revenues and holding profit and putting leverage strategies in place so that you're never without access to dollars again to do what you need to do in the business. So please do the interview, get on our waiting list. We are adding sponsors and supporters across the nation, because oftentimes the difference between what is happening to us is our availability or accessibility to just a small amount of resources can make a huge impact. And oftentimes access to it has been denied. We're trying to prevent that by using sponsor dollars from government entities. The state of Kansas is a sponsor, and they are sponsoring entrepreneurs in the state of Kansas and in territories around Kansas. We're looking for more sponsors. We're looking for sponsors in the state of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma. When we go to the northern part of the country, New York, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, we are opening up classes in those cities and states all across America in July. And in January, we will have 8 training sites available. So we're going to put a huge dent in this whole sequence of Black businesses struggling to stay open and survive. That is who we are in the Black Mastermind Group. We are committed to the success of Black entrepreneurs. And my motto is, I just want to see for once that we win.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is some phenomenal information and resources, and where we are, and also where we can go. So the information is below to get on the list, to get signed up as well. And you want to go ahead and give all the information? I know we have a website as well. How people can get
Yes,
in contact with it.
Yes, you can go to the blackmastermindgroup.com, and when you go to the website, check us out. Spend your time, look at us and what we're doing for the Black community. I have a free ebook that's there for anyone. It's basically covering the 5 basic things every entrepreneur needs to know. And so we teach, we coach, we mentor from the position of teaching entrepreneurial financial literacy, something that has eluded us, how we run a business by the numbers and making financial sense of what you're doing. Because if it isn't making you any money, entrepreneur, it isn't making you any sense to be doing it. So go to our website, theblackmastermindgroup.com, go register to get on our e-list, to get the book, and then come to our events. We hold a mastermind event every month. It is the 3rd Sunday of every month. And it is this month we have 6 different speakers that will be, well, actually almost 9 speakers speaking in our 3 territories. So we have Midwest, Northeast, and South. And wherever you're at in the nation, it's $20 for the 2-hour and 2.5-hour session. Jump in. It is worth your time to be there. And we definitely are open for members to join, because that's how you get in the seat of training. That's how you get on the journey. We have 3 educational programs. We start with our boot camp. Then we have a 8-week boot camp. Then we have a 4-month program that's extremely intense and accelerated. I'm not going to lie to you. The boot camp is just what a boot camp is, a real hard workout. But then we have our Launchpad program, which is 4 months. And then we have our master class, our MasterMind class. And that is a 6-month training program, but a 12-month coaching program, because we help entrepreneurs become funded. And then we want to coach them to make the wise decisions for the period of time that they're structuring the business with the funds that they receive. So guys, it is our time to make sure that we create businesses that are sustainable in our community. And we want to help as many entrepreneurs as we can on this journey.
Awesome, awesome. So with the funding, is that loans or grants or both?
It's a combination of many things, and we're so excited. Thank you for asking that question, because we have grant funds now, and unfortunately, we're still trying to find the government entities or organizations in every state that will match what we've created here in Kansas. And so the entrepreneur can get a grant, and the entrepreneur can get a loan. And if the entrepreneur qualifies for a loan, and let's say they need $50,000 and they can only qualify for 35, and they need another 15 to buy equipment for their business. We have a fund also that we can loan them the 15 if they qualify for the 35 somewhere else. So those are 3 opportunities. Then we have partners that we're working with to establish seed dollars as well. So we're on this journey to make sure that whichever direction the entrepreneur needs assistance, that we'll be able to support them on their journey. And we're excited about that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So do you have maybe 2 or 3 tips that you were talking about, reserve, profit, and leverage, that you can share?
Yes. Oftentimes we bootstrap revenues. And from a lender's perspective, that's a warning sign. That's a danger sign. When they see the business, and we get real excited when our businesses are making money. We think that we're doing well because I call them coins. We got some coins we can rub together in our pocket. But when we've not identified the operating expenses from the business, oftentimes we're not making enough money to cover operating costs. We're making money now, but it isn't enough, because very rarely have I found Black entrepreneurs paying themselves a fair wage salary. And so if you're a CEO of your company, your business should be paying you a fair wage salary compatible to what CEOs in your city are earning. And I really want you to grab a hold of that. And so that's the number one problem, is that we don't know how to identify cost, and we don't know how to determine how to manage those expenses for a business to be sustainable. So we teach you how to do that. Now, once we get the business being able to identify what it needs to come into the door to meet its operating costs, we also include profit in the price of the product or service. Most take profit off the top after they determine how much cost for the product or paid all the people. Then what's left over, we count that as profit. But profit should be built into the price of the product. So whatever your industry says profit margin should be, That's how much money you should retain from the sale of your products or goods. Now, immediately, entrepreneurs think that the money the business makes is their money, and it's not their money. The money that is earned from the business operating belongs to the business, not to you. And when you use the business funds for your personal lifestyle, that's a warning sign to lenders. And so you haven't separated business operations from yourself. And another tidbit I can tell you, sole proprietors are not fundable business entities. So no lender, no bank, no investor will put their money in a sole proprietorship. Every business should be, at minimum, an LLC. And when you are established as an LLC, then you must have a social security number for the business, and that's an EIN. And from that point on, all business dealings and operations from a financial perspective should happen solely in the business name and the business EIN and through the business bank account. And separating the business from you personally has been the greatest challenge we have faced, because we think that the business operations, sales, and resources belong to us, the owner, and it does not. It belongs to the business, and you should be paying yourself a salary out of the revenue that's generated, whether you pay yourself monthly, every 2 weeks, every week, but you should be drawing your salary from the business, and all the other money stays in the business. So bootstrapping is the detriment of business, because everybody but our community knows you should never bootstrap. And whatever profit the business has been able to acquire goes in a totally different bank account, far away from you, into an interest-bearing savings account. And then we teach you what to do with that money to ensure that going forward, you never have to depend upon anybody qualifying you to do whatever you need to do in the business. When you have been able to set profit aside, we teach you how to use it as collateral to fund anything you want to do in your business. And so you're not at the mercy of any lender trying to qualify you. And again, they shouldn't be trying to qualify you from your personal credit if you're running a business. They should be only qualifying you based on the business's credit history. So we teach you how to create a business credit history so that you're no longer using your social security number to qualify for funding. You're qualifying in the business name and the business EIN, which is the social security number. So if you jacked up your credit and you haven't been able to clean it up or fix it, you can run the business and buy what you should through the business and not be denied because of your personal issues that you've been impacted by. A lot of those are basic common knowledge things in every other ethnic group. This is how business is run. It is never run with cash. That's the other problem. That we show up to the table with cash in the pocket, and everybody knows you don't know anything about business, because in the business world, you never run a business with cash. You run it on capital. But our community hasn't been able to acquire capital until now. And we're doing everything we can to position all of us to be fundable business enterprises. So that's why you need to get in the bootcamp class. That's why you need to get in the Launchpad class. That's why when you become a 7-figure business model, you need to get in our MasterMind masterclass, so you'll know how to master money as you master your mindset.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for all of that information. One last thing, well, two last things. Talk a little bit about leverage, and then I'll let you in with a word of encouragement.
Well, I can't tell you how to leverage till you come to the class. That's my golden secret. I can't give you my secrets, can't give them all away. So if I give everything away now, you won't come to the class. So we need to see all of you in the class so we can teach you how to leverage cash, a strategy that all of our counterparts are using. And that's why their businesses are more stable than ours. And minor adjustments in how we think, minor adjustments in what we do with cash and what we do with money, minor adjustments in what type of businesses we start. We can definitely get there, because the only thing that is preventing us from getting there, the only thing that can destroy a people is lack of knowledge.
Mhm. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So leave us lastly with just a word of encouragement.
Well, the model that we have is, I just want to see us win. And it is time for the Black community to start winning. It starts with what we do in our entrepreneurial businesses. It then goes into employing our people, reducing the unemployment rate, and addressing poverty in our community. And entrepreneurship is a valid gateway. And we want to make sure that if we enter the gate, we can remain on the other side. So ladies and gentlemen, please join us on this journey. Go to the blackmastermindgroup.com, check us out on the website, sign up for our free ebook, get on our mailing list, come to our roundtable session, our quarterly event session. And as well, we have a huge graduation. We graduate all of the students that go through the program. And why we started that is because one of our students had never graduated from high school, never experienced a graduation ceremony. So I said, oh my God, this was so important to him. So from that day forward, we put a cap and gown on everybody that completes our program and gives them their certificates of completion, because it is a huge accomplishment. Because we're not just teaching you how to write a business plan, we're teaching you how to run a business from a plan that is a financial plan that almost assures you success. If you're not too stubborn and hard-headed, you should be able to manifest some success. And so join us on this journey. We are here to serve the Black entrepreneurial community, one business at a time. We're going to get it done. So thank you, Mr. Loris, for allowing me to share about our organization and make this opportunity available to as many Black entrepreneurs as possible to get in the seat of our bootcamp class, to get on the journey of creating a wealth-based, legacy-based, sustainable business model.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Watson, for coming on and sharing that great, great information. Make sure you guys stay connected and get the resources that she's providing. So thank you again for coming on today. And my name is Dolores Williams with Divine Connection. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Awesome. We're going to turn it over to our sponsor. You want to say something right quick?
No, I was just saying, I love what you said, staying connected to our Lord is our divine connection, because without him, none of this would be possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Watson, for your time. Please, y'all, go like and share this video. It will be on both of our pages, and just continue to like and share it. We greatly appreciate that. Stay connected. Now we're going to turn it over to our sponsors. Hold on, Dr. Watson, don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. You all have an awesome day.
Do you need a radiant style? Come and see Delphine at Radiant African Hair Braiding Shop at 410 Four Seasons Boulevard at Four Seasons Mall on the second floor in Greensboro, North Carolina. We design creative styles of braiding, crochet, sew-ins, wedding styles, and so much more. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome. We also have a salon booth for rent. We are open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Contact Delphine today, 336-210-3102.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.